Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to draw the switch dog for you guys. Nothing too crazy. I could pretty much do it with one sketch, two, three sketches. But it's really about, checking your dimensions and making sure you're constrained correctly here. All right, so to start, let's look at this and make sure we get our overall size here, because I'm just going to draw a rectangle. So I got 5 1/4, full width that way, and then full height is over here. 1 3/4. So back over here. Let's start a sketch. We're going to do it on the right plane. And to normalize, P for planes. And I'm going to do a center point rectangle about the origin. And then I said it was 5.25. Enter by 1.75. Enter. So I have a rectangle. And obviously that's not the shape of our final drawing here. But from here I can start trimming things away. For instance, I got this opening on the bottom here. What do I know about that opening on the bottom? Well, I know that this tab up here, little point, is 1/4 inch thick. And how far back does it go? Well, it goes back over here, 2 3/4, right? So if I come back over here, and let's draw this time a, whoopsies, corner point rectangle from here, pull it down. This one is 2.75, that's not a 5. And then this one I said was 0.25 for 1/4. So this is actually that wing that has the triangle all the way up here, right? That's this whole thing. So everything underneath there we're going to get rid of in a second though. All right, let's not get too excited. For the bottom here I have a little corner point rectangle here. And let's not jump ahead and actually look at where I get the values here. So this is 3/4 wide, and width or height is 1/4 inch over there. So back over here, whoopsies, I tabbed out. Let's hit a dimension from there to there being 0.75. And then our height is 0.25. All right, but is not placed where we need it to be. To do that, I'm going to put a midpoint right there. And then I'll throw a dimension down from here to here. And this value is 1.25. Scooched a bit. All right, how did I get that? Oh no, I screwed everything up. Now you can see a gray bar on the top. Amateur hour. I got that from here, right? I'm 1 1/4 inch over from the midpoint, so I knew where to place that bottom rectangle. And now I have this corner notch and then this notch over here, which I can get by just drawing a line here to there, and then here to wherever. Right now I'm going to hit escape on the value, and this line's going to go up. Let me just zoom out a touch here. Right, this line's going to go up. How do we know how far up it goes? Well, when you look at our drawing over here, this distance is 1/4 inch. So from the end of this point here to the back face here is going to be 0.25 inch. That leaves me with L for line, clickety clackety, escape on that straight line going up. And the last thing is what's going on up here. We need a line going all the way across, I believe. Let's double check that. We'll jump back over here, look at what we're doing. I got this front. I just need to know what's going on in the back here, and this point going back. And over here it's 1/4 inch, which is the same. So this thickness here, this point's actually aligned with that point. Doesn't look like it, but that's because we're looking at an ISO view, and that's why we don't give technical drawings in ISO view. So that actually just means that I have a line going from there to there. Escape on the value. Now we could trim everything, get rid of things, clean it up, and you can. Like, that's not there. That's not there. The danger of trimming is that you can start to become undefined. All right? Not good. So I'm just going to leave that one there. But sketch is done. I'm going to go ahead and hit that green check mark. And then from here, extrude. And now since I didn't trim everything, look, all that means is that I have to click 3 times. All right, let's hit that Shift 7, see what I'm doing here. I'm gonna go symmetric because you always should go symmetric if you can, if it is helpful for the drawing. And then my width is 3, and I'll show you where I got that in a second. So 3 on that, beautiful, right? Got that 3 right there. And now let's slice the top. So we get this little wedge here, and then we're actually gonna do what's called a chamfer for the edges on the side. What are our values? Our values here, I'm just going to draw a line and then hit this with a 1 and hit that with a 3/16. So I'm up top here. I'm going to hit S for, nope, I'm not in my thing. S sketch here. I click on the top face here, N to normalize my view. I'm going to hit that with a construction line down the middle. So LQ, because I'm going to mirror this. Who wants to do this twice? I'm just going to draw a random line, hit escape on the values. D for dimension, this guy from there to there is 3/16, 3 divided by 16. It's scooched and shows me that I did some math. And then from here to there is 1. Did a little scooch. We mirror. What's our mirror line? That. What am I mirroring? That. Good work, team. Hit that check mark. I'll do Shift 7 one more time just so you can see what's going to happen here. S, extrude, and this time I'm going to go to remove, and I'm going to click on these triangles up there. Now it gets rid of it. It's on blind. It's doing it an inch. It's just, let's do it correctly here. I'm going to do up to next, which means it's going to stop at the next face, next surface. So it's doing that wedge, or getting rid of that wedge. Check mark. Look at us go. All right, let's get this chamfer on the side, it's called. Looking over here, it's a 45, which is just a standard chamfer, and it's over 1/4 of an inch. So I hit the chamfer button. I click on this edge. I click on that edge. It's set already to 45, and there's that 0.25. It's almost like I drew this before, but you should add, obviously, your distance, 0.25. Check mark. Wow. We're almost done. One last thing, right? We're missing the drill hole here of 1 inch diameter. I'm actually going to do that. Look at what I do here. I'm going to rotate this around. I'm going to hit this with a sketch right here on this guy. Now, why am I doing that? Well, first off, I know by looking at my drawing over here, my hole is centered. These are all these green lines. These are all center lines. So my hole, following this down, is centered on this block here, 1.25 inches away. Remember, we did that midpoint, 1.25 inches away. And I'm centered throughout the whole thing with this center line going on throughout the whole thing. All right, so on my drawing, when I go and draw myself a little LQ construction line off of my origin, I go in line with that there, right? There's my midpoint. I click over there. There's my midpoint. I know that this is in the middle. I'm lined up with my origin. Again, the reason why we did symmetric. And then if I throw a little point down on this midpoint, that's in the middle of this thing here. Hit that check mark. Hit that hole button. We're going to do a 1 inch hole here, 1, right? And then click on our point. Start from parts, fine, all that's good. Check mark. Shift 7. We did it. Good work, team. Couldn't have done it without you. Good luck, have fun.